Good morning, people. Today is October 1st, so we are officially just 3 hours before weigh-ins. Weight this morning was 93.3, then I visited the toilet again and I got down to 93.1. And my scales are heavier than the competition scales, so I was going to turn up on the day at like 9 o'clock and check, and we'll have an hour to, well, technically an hour and a half probably, to check, make sure my weight is like where it needs to be. So yeah, but feeling really good. Like, I didn't think I would be as light as I am. Like, I was pretty ready to just like get in this homemade sauna that I made, but it's essentially just like a shower that I've covered with towels, so it's like obviously the dry air doesn't leave the shower, and then like I just run a hot shower and that's it, and it's like super hot, but I don't need to do that, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm expecting to be like 93 on the nose or 92.9 when I step on the scales and the official scales. So I'm gonna do that, and then in the meantime I'll show you what my rehydration will look like, and then I think the next video you guys will see will be me warming up, probably. Actually, I can be fucked to take stuff out of my bag, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna explain to you like what I'm doing. So basically, first thing I'll have is 2 bananas, then I have like maybe 5 tug biscuits that I extra salted, which is like essentially what I have just to make sure like every liquid I have is like getting held in the stomach and doesn't really upset my stomach that much. And then I'll have 2 Powerades, which is like essentially mixed with my rehydration powder, and it's just like a very high amount of sodium, potassium, just to make sure that I don't cramp, and like make sure all the electrolyte is replaced in the body that I've lost over this last like 18-19 hour period. So that's kind of like what the plan is. And then just water, and like making sure I get up to like 97-98 kilos, so 4-5 liters of water between like 10 and 12 o'clock. They brought our weigh-ins forward an hour, and I only found out this morning, so I had a suspicion because they said lift off at 12, so I was like, it must have been a mistake on either end. I was ready to get there for like 9-9:30 either way, so I don't miss anything. But everything's packed. I'm gonna go to the venue, probably go for a walk, because I can't go for a walk when it's fucking raining. And then, yeah, see you as I'm weighing in. Spare second, bro. That's it.
This opener.
He does bring the hype. Nice. He's on the board. He's had a really difficult prep. The British team, we didn't know if we were going to be able to come, and it looked like we weren't coming, so he competed at the British only a couple of weeks ago. And then suddenly we were coming here again, and he had to rejig all his training. And
fired up for 287.5. This is a huge 22.5 kilo jump from his opener.
So he squatted to 92.5 at the British only, it was about 3 weeks ago, which he wouldn't have gone to had he realised that we were actually going to make it to this competition as a team. That was really in doubt until very recently.
Oh.
Lots of control there. Very technical lifter. Marta the chancer to squat medal.
About to find out 295 being loaded. So it's a 7.5 kilo jump, and the screens will tell us in a moment.
I'm sorry, I thought you said the screams will tell us in a
moment.
Wow.
You know
I can hear him coming out, yeah.
Yeah, well, so yes, this would pull him temporarily into a silver 3 more squatters to go.
Oh, he was already hyped.
And he's going to have to re-hype.
Yeah. He already hyped, and there was the bar wasn't at the right height, so he's going to have to wind that up again. It's a very emotional lifter.
I got a feeling hype is not an issue for Eric Mata.
Yeah. When he's handling his lifters as well, you can see him as a coach, he's bringing the same energy. Can he come up? Look at that. 2 to 1.
2
That's
to
a
1
good
Stop. Press. Stop. Press.
Had a phenomenal squat session, coming in 4th in a stacked class of squatters.
Sadly, so Eric is a good friend of mine, and he has hit.
That is sad.
He has hit 200 kilos in the past easily, but he's opening with 160 because he has a massive shoulder injury, which is very sad for him. So he made easy work of this one. Those are 3 white lights, and I'm sure he started easy just to put him on the board, just to make sure. But I think he will make a rather big jump now.
Yeah, I mean, if you think you're facing an injury, play conservative. See what it's like. It's one thing to be in the warm-up room. It's an entire different to hit the platform.
Exactly. But he has hit 200 kilos, so I'm sure that he will show us, if his shoulder allows him, some bigger things. So it makes a 15-kilo jump.
And that's a sizable jump. But you said probably going to open lighter to test out the injury and make a decent jump if it felt well.
Exactly.
Looked like work.
Yeah, but that is a good lift for Eric, but I'm sure that he's feeling his shoulder because he's done like sets of 4 and 5 reps with this weight. So shame for him, really. He deserves more than this, but it is what it is, and he'll get it next time.
Down.
He will take this one through the mines of Moria. 2 to 1 is opener through the mines of Moria. Will he take this one to Isengard? Come on, Eric. Looked very solid for Eric. 3 white lights. Very strong for Eric. Curious where he will take his next one.
What is going on, people? The competition is officially over. So I went 7 for 9, squatting 295, which was 4th in the squat, close to medal, but the guy squat his 3rd, so no bronze for me. Bench 175, and I could feel like the shoulder is like very unhappy, so I just jumped to 180, and I touched it. I was like, yeah, the shoulder doesn't like it, so I can move over. Pressing it, and then I pulled 300 on my 2nd attempt, and I went to 307 to give me a chance to come in the top 5, and I pulled it, and then just came out of my hands. So it is what it is. Like, I'll talk about the prep in a separate video and like what's the plan moving forward, but like coming 7th in the world with like, I'm like hands down the most challenging prep I've ever had, and like everything else, like I feel pretty like content leaving the 93 kilo class being the way it is. So I'm just looking forward to going into 105s and do a comp like March or May time, depending on what the schedule looks like for next year. I have absolutely no intentions of doing Worlds next year. The plan is to do either the British or All England, and then either do Europeans or Commonwealth. Really depending on how everything is feeling and looking, and like there's a lot of other plans with life, buying a house and all that stuff. So there's a lot of people to thank. So I want to thank Botti for coming out. He's behind the camera. Man, like I love this guy so much, and his girlfriend. And then also my girlfriend, who's unfortunately can't be with me, she wasn't allowed to travel in because of only the athletes being allowed in from the UK. So she's currently in Paris, but I knew she watched the whole comp and everything, so I love you. And then also my therapist Ross, he's just like, without him there's no way I would have competed in the first place, so I would never be here. And man, like, he probably saved my career, if I'm being like completely honest. And then also all my friends and clients and everyone who like tuned in, rooted, like reposted me on their stories and everything, like, it's just like, you guys have no idea how much energy and like almost like a purpose it gives me, you know, like it's crazy. Like people who are close to me and have my back have like such a crazy amount of belief in me. Like the least I can do is like put up good performances and like thank you guys that way. But I'm gonna watch the 76 kilo class even, and then just like, yeah, travel back tomorrow and like go back to work Monday, just rehab the shoulder, rework some technical things with the deadlift, but like, yeah man, like I've got some big goals for next year, and like there's lots of videos coming your way and lots of content, so I'm looking forward to that. But if you're tuned into the live stream, please let me know in the comment below, and I'll see you guys probably with like an actual video recap, or there will be something, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.